Landscapers put their tools to work this week at the LZ Peace Memorial in Rockford, making some much-needed repairs to the Vietnam Veterans Wall.
23 News reporter Alyssa Reamer learns more about what these repairs involve and how it will re-enhance the beauty and meaning behind the memorial.
A local veteran says he's happy the Park District helps make repairs to the wall, but he's worried about how it's being done. Park District leaders say old age is the reason the wall needs to be fixed. The wall was tipping because of erosion, causing safety concerns, and the district is set to make the wall stand up straight again. Vietnam Veterans Honor Society President Nick Parnello agrees the wall needs to be fixed, but says he's worried about kids' safety around the deep holes the landscaping company has created.
With the help of the Park District, God bless them, they said that they could help us get these walls repaired and get them the way they should have been back years ago. The construction people are not going to do it right. They're just not going to put it together the way it was supposed to.
Park District leaders say the public can still visit the memorial during construction, and they expect the wall to be finished by the end of next week for Memorial Day.
The Rockford Park District works closely with veterans throughout the Forest City, helping beautify and repair local memorials.